We're jumping into First Chronicles today. I don't think we know exactly, based on the summary in my Bible, I don't think we know who wrote Chronicles. The editor of Chronicles, right? It says Jewish tradition identifies the editor as Ezra. This view finds support in the common themes and emphasis of Chronicles and the book of Ezra. Both books focus on the building and dedication of the temple. However, some have argued that the genealogies in chapter 3, verse 17 to 24, preclude Ezra's authorship because they include as many as 11 generations past Zerubbabel. To include such information, the book would have to have been written as late as the middle of the 3rd century BC. And then it goes into more detail after that. So let's jump into chapter 1. This is going to be interesting. All right, let's get started.
The first book of the Chronicles.
It's a bit loud.
The family of Adam. Seth to Abraham. Adam, Seth, Enosh, Canaan, Mahalalel, Jared, Enoch, Methuselah, Lamech, Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth.
All right, so Shem, Ham, and Japheth are Noah's kids. Seth is Adam's kid. Are they just listing different figures in the Old Testament there in Genesis? Let's look up a Adam genealogy. So you have Adam. Okay. So I'm guessing these are this is a genealogy from Adam all the way to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the way it is described in the book of Genesis. You will have to scroll your browser view to the right to see the later entries of the genealogy. Or if you have a wide enough monitor, you can see it. It's small for you guys, so let me make it... Right, so you have Adam, and then his son Seth, and I guess Enos is Seth's son, Kenan, Mahalalel, Jared, Enoch, Methuselah, Lamech, Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. But what is this? Noah after the flood, Shem after the flood, Ham, Japheth, of Arphaxad, son of Shem. So did these lines, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, they just didn't... Well, I guess we're only focusing on the line to Abraham, right? So Abraham is a descendant of Shem. So Salah, Eber, Reu, Serug, Nahor, Terah, Abram to Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, and then Israel.
The sons of Japheth were Gomer, Magog, Madai.
So right now we're covering what was not covered right underneath here. Right? So.
Javan, Tubal, Meshach, and Tyrus. The sons of Gomer were Ashkenaz, Diphath, and Togarmah.
Ashkenaz, right? I've heard of that. Like, have you heard of that? The Ashkenazi Jews? Is it that what it? Ashkenazi. Is that the same thing? Yeah, same spelling. Who are the Ashkenazi Jews? I've heard of this. Ashkenazi Jews are the Jewish ethnic identity most readily recognized by North Americans. The culture of matzah balls, Black Hatad, Hasidim, and Yiddish. The ethnicity originated in medieval Germany, although strictly speaking, Ashkenazism refers to Jews of Germany. What does Nazi mean? Is it just mean, what is it? Because it's very similar, Nazi meaning. Like the alternative form of yes, we know the party, but what does the word stand? What does the word mean? A person elsewhere who holds similar views. A person who is fanatically dedicated to or seeks to regulate a specified activity practice. No, we don't want the idea of the party. But is this a person elsewhere who holds similar views? So would an Ashkenazi be a person who holds the views of Ashkenaz? If I can go by this. The term has come to refer more broadly to the Jews of Central and Eastern Europe. Jews reached the interior of Europe by following trade routes along waterways during the 8th and 9th centuries. Okay, but does this have anything to do with Ashkenaz in the Bible? Why are they called Ashkenazi Jews in the Bible, Ashkenaz, the son of Gomer, grandson of Japheth, and the Israelites descend from Shem. The Ashkenazi Jews are not Japheth. They are sons of Shem through Esau, Edomites. The relationship of Ashkenaz to Esau was Farher, in-law, as Esau was the husband or his father-in-law was the husband to some of his daughters. This guy needs, even though Ashkenazi Jews, okay, I can't read this guy. The definition of Ashkenazi Jews is in use today, meant originally Jews of the Rhineland area. All right, but what is it? Is there any tie to? Because I don't want to go too off track. The ancient Hebrew word for Germany was Ashkenaz. What? This is just a very common misunderstanding. The Ashkenazi Jews are not the children of the biblical person Ashkenaz. The Jews settled in Germany, and the Germans are considered the children of Ashkenaz. The Jews in Germany got the name based on where they live, not their actual ancestor, Abraham. Same thing for Sephardi Jews. They are not children of the biblical person Sepharad. These Jews settled in Spain, and the Spaniards are considered the children of Sepharad. So the Jews in Spain got the name based on where they live, not their actual ancestor, Abraham. Same guy, same thing. This guy's saying the same thing. Ashkenaz and Sephardi do not refer to ancestry. They refer to physical regions of the world. Okay.
The
Little
sons of
tangent, but
Javan
an interesting one.
were Elisha, Tarshasha, Kittim,
Wait, where are we?
and Radanim. The sons of Ham were Cush, Mizraim, Put, and Canaan. The sons of Cush were Seba, Havilah, Sabta, Reumah, and Sabteka. The sons of Reumah were Sheba and Dedan. Cush begot Nimrod. He began to be a mighty one on the earth. Mizraim begot Ludim,
Nimrod, right?
Anamim, Lehabim, Naphtuhim, Pathrusim, Casluhim, from whom came the Philistines, and the Caphtorim. Canaan begot Sidon, his firstborn, and Heth, the Jebusite, the Amorite, and the Girgashite, the Hivite, the Arkite, and the Sinite, the Arvadite, the Zemarite, and the Hamathite. The sons of Shem were Elam, Asher, Arphaxad, Lud, Aram,
We just saw Arphaxad.
Uz, Hul, Gether, and Meshach. Arphaxad begot Shelah, and Shelah begot Eber. To Eber were born 2 sons. The name of one was Peleg, for in his days the earth was divided. And his brother's name was Joktan. Joktan begot Almodad, Sheleph, Hazarmaveth, Jerah, Hadoram, Uzal, Diklah, Ebal, Abimael, Sheba, Ophir, Havilah, and Jobab. All these were the sons of Joktan: Shem, Arphaxad, Shelah, Eber, Peleg, Reu, Serug, Nahor, Terah, and Abram,
Boom.
who is
We just saw this, right? Right there, right? Salah, Eber, Reu, Serug, Nahor, Terah, and Abram. Oh. Eber, Peleg, Reu. There's one in between, Eber and Reu, and they have Peleg. To Eber were born 2 sons. The name of one was Peleg. For his days, the earth was divided, and his brother's name was Joktan. Eber, Reu. So either it has to be Peleg or Joktan in between here. They're missing one. Right, because after Eber, probably Peleg, and Peleg begat Reu. Because it looks like Eber had 2 sons only, Peleg and Joktan. So, yeah, that genealogy looks like it's missing one, unless I'm mistaken. Let me know down in the comments if you
Terah
have any
and
insight.
Abram, who is Abraham.
Mm-hmm.
The sons of Abraham were Isaac and Ishmael. These are their genealogies. The firstborn of Ishmael
Ooh, this will be interesting.
was Nebajah. Then,
Right, because Ishmael isn't he the father of Islam, right? Like Muhammad was in the line of Ishmael. But it looks like they're not going too far with it, though.
Kedar, Adbeel, Mibsam, Mishma, Duma, Massa, Hadad, Tema, Jita, Naphish,
These are just the
and
direct
Kedar.
sons of Ishmael.
These were the sons of Ishmael. Now the sons born to Keturah, Abraham's concubine, were Zimran, Jokshan, Medan, Midian,
We looked this up earlier
and Shua.
to find out where the
The
Midianites came
sons
from.
of Jokshan were Sheba and Dedan. The sons of Midian were Ephah, Ephur, Hanok, Abida,
Dedan.
and Eldaah. All these were the children of Keturah. And Abraham begot Isaac. The sons of Isaac were Esau and Israel. The sons of Esau were Eliphaz, Ruel,
Israel, aka Jacob.
Jeush, Jaalam, and Korah. And the sons of Eliphaz were Teman, Omar, Zephi, Gatam, and Kenaz. And by Timnah, Amalek. The sons of Ruel were Nahath, Zerah, Shammah, and Mizah. The sons of Seir were Lotan,
I'd like to know what the descendants of
Shobal,
Esau are up to.
Zibeon, Anah, Dishon, Ezer, and Dishan. And the sons of Lotan were Horai and Homam. Lotan's sister was Timnah. The sons of Shobal were Alian, Manahath, Ebal, Shephi, and Onam. The sons of Zibeon were Ajah and Anah. The son of Anah was Dishon. The sons of Dishon were Hamran, Eshban, Ithran, and Kiram. The sons of Ezer were Bilhan, Zeavan, and Jearkam. The sons of Dishan were Az and Aram. Now these were the kings who reigned in the land of Edom.
Quick question. So, I'm still stuck on the Esau thing. So, Jacob, right? Jacob's kids was with Joseph, right? Jacob's kid was Joseph and the 12 tribes. And because of Joseph, his family ended up moving over into Egypt, creating what we ended up having as the slaves in Egypt, right? The Hebrew slaves in Egypt. So Esau didn't move over there, right? Esau's back in the place that God had given him. And so I wanted to know, like, well, yeah, I want to know, like, what happened with Esau, right? We have the children of Israel. They're called the children of Israel because they're descendants of Jacob, aka Israel. So what's happening? I want to know what came of Esau and his family. Let's look it up. Esau's descendants. Can I disable ad block on this browser? Let's use a different website. Right, we got this, but I want to know a little bit more. I mean, where are we going to know if it's not in the Bible, right? Unless some other external source. The descendants of Esau are Ephraim, and Judah's arch enemy in the end times. What? Are we going into like a whole other rabbit hole here right now? We have Edom in the White House. What is this article? I don't know. I'll keep that aside for right now. They're called the Edomites. The descendants of Esau are called Edomites. Edomites were forced to convert to the religion of Jacob and Israel, Judaism. The forced converts created the Talmudic Judaism, the synagogue of Satan. Esau's Edomite descendants teamed up with some other bad news people groups of the Bible, such as the Hittites, Amorites, Amalekites, Danites, and others. Edomites. The Edomites were the descendants of Esau, the firstborn son of... I thought God blessed Esau, the firstborn son of Isaac and the twin brother of Jacob. In the womb, Esau... Okay, we got that. As an adult, Esau rashly sold his inheritance, right? Esau became the father of the Edomites, and Jacob became the father of the Israelites. The two nations continued to struggle through most of their history. In the Bible, Seir, Bozrah, and Selah are the references to Edom's land and capital. Selah is better known today as Petra. The name Edom comes from a Semitic word meaning red, and the land south of the Dead Sea was given that name because of the red sandstone so prominent in the topography. Esau, because of the soup for which he traded his birthright, became known as Edom, and later moved his family into the hill country of the same name. Genesis 36 recounts the early history of the Edomites, stating that they had kings reigning over them long before Israel had a king. The religion of the Edomites was similar to the pagan societies who worshipped fertility gods. Man, I was rooting for Esau. Esau's descendants eventually dominated the southern lands and made their living by agriculture and trade. Well, Esau was in charge of the fields, right? One of the ancient trade routes, the King's Highway, passed through Edom, and when the Israelites requested permission to use the route on their exodus from Egypt, they were rejected by force. Yes! I do recall that. Because they were close relatives, the Israelites were forbidden to hate the Edomites. However, the Edomites regularly... I didn't tie the Edomites to Esau, so this makes it a whole lot more interesting. However, the Edomites regularly attacked Israel, and many wars were fought as a result. King Saul fought against the Edomites, and King David subjugated them, establishing military garrisons in Edom. While control over Edomite territory, Israel had access to the port of Ezion-Geber on the Red Sea, from which King Solomon sent out many expeditions. After the reign of Solomon, the Edomites revolted and had some freedom until they were subdued by the Assyrians under Tilgath-Pileser. Okay, all right. So we're getting into why we call it Petra today. Man, this is interesting. I'm going to drop this into the description so you guys can check it out. And now we're talking about the kings of Edom.
The sons of Dishan were Az and Aram. Now these were the kings who reigned in the land of Edom before a king reigned over the children of Israel. Bela, the son of Beor, and the name of his city was Dinhabah.
Dinhabah.
And when Bela died...
Sounds like someone from Nineveh who is really hungry.
Jobab, the son of Zerah of Basra, reigned in his place. When Jobab died, Husham of the land of the Temanites reigned in his place. And when Husham died, Hadad, the son of Bedad, who attacked Midian in the field of Moab, reigned in his place. The name of his city was Avith. When Hadad died, Samlah of Masrekah reigned in his place. And when Samlah died, Saul of Rehoboth by the river reigned in his place. When Saul died, Baal-Hanan, the son of Akbor.
Imagine that being your name or your reference. I am Saul of Rehoboth, by the river.
Reigned in his place. And when Baal-Hanan died, Hadad reigned in his place, and the name of his city was Pai. His wife's name was Mehetabel, the daughter of Matred, the daughter of Mezahab. Hadad died also. And the chiefs of Edom were Chief Timnah, Chief Aliah, Chief Jepheth, Chief Aholibamah, Chief Elah, Chief Pinan, Chief Kenaz, Chief Teman, Chief Mibzar, Chief Magdiel, and Chief Iram. These
I wonder
were
what
the
their
chiefs of Edom.
I wonder what their societies were like, how they were structured. Now we know that they had different chiefs, but I'd like to know more.
These were the sons of Israel: Reuben, Simeon, Levi,
The
Judah,
protagonist of the story.
Issachar, Zebulun, Dan,
Finished all the side
Joseph,
characters that were on the
Benjamin,
main characters.
Naphtali, Gad, and Asher. The sons of Judah were Onan, and Shelah. These three were born to him by the daughter of Shua, the Canaanitess. The firstborn of Judah, was wicked in the sight of the Lord, so he killed him.
Yeah, she was a mistake, hence the name.
And Tamar, his daughter-in-law, bore him Perez and Zerah. All the sons of Judah were 5. The sons of Perez were Hezron and Hamul. The sons of Zerah were Zimri, Ethan, Heman, Calcol, and Dara, 5 of them in all. The son of Carmi was Acah.
I wonder why God chose the tribe of Judah. I mean, I understand why he didn't choose Levi, but why not any other tribe? By choosing Judah, I mean, for Jesus' birth, right? I mean, I guess Judah because David is from the line of Judah. Judah was the most obedient to God, even though they fell. But yeah, I'm curious. Maybe it is because, dang, I don't know. Maybe it is because they were the most loyal to God, but I feel like there has to be something deeper. We can look it up.
The troubler of Israel, who transgressed in the accursed thing. The son of Ethan was Azariah. Also the sons of Hezron who were born to him were Jeramiel, Ram, and Kilubai. Ram begot Amminadab. And Amminadab begot Nahshon, leader of the children of Judah. Nahshon begot Salma, and Salma begot Boaz. Boaz begot Obed, and Obed begot Jesse. Jesse begot Eliab, his firstborn, Abinadab the second, Shimeah the third, Nethanel the fourth, Radai the fifth, Ozem the sixth, and David the seventh. Now their sisters were Zeruiah and Abigail. And the sons of Zeruiah were Abishai, Joab, and Asahel, 3. Abigail bore Amasa, and the father of Amasa was Jether the Ishmaelite. Caleb the son of Hezron had children.
All right, before we get any further, I'm going to look it up. Why did God choose? I don't know. That's descriptive enough. All right, maybe here. You can choose your friends, as they say, but you can't choose your family. But God could do exactly that. That's funny. I mean, yeah, he did, right? Um, he chose his own family tree ahead of time. First of all, he chose Abraham to carry his seed. Then he chose Isaac, Abraham's secondborn. Then Jacob, Isaac's secondborn. Yet, of all Jacob's 12 sons, man, God likes secondborns, huh? Dang it. Yet, all of Jacob's 12 sons, for some reason, God goes for Judah. Yeah, not secondborn there, right? The fourth in line. If this seems a bit puzzling to you, you're not alone. The choice, well, it makes complete sense, right? Secondborn, 2 plus 2, 4, boom, done, mystery solved. If this seems a bit puzzling to you, you're not alone. The choice of Judah over all the other brothers is a bit of a mystery, and the Bible does not give an explicit reason for it. Some have suggested that the first three brothers disqualified themselves by their unrighteous behavior. Reuben, the firstborn, violated his father's concubine, while Simeon and Levi went on to deceive and kill the men of Shechem in revenge for the rape of their sister. Right? We remember reading that. However, there are a few problems with thinking that righteousness earns the choice of God. We just talked about that as well. Or that the lack of righteousness forfeits it. Firstly, their father Jacob was far from right. We know everybody messed up. It is true that we see a change in character for the better as the story progresses. In contrast to his earlier betrayal of Joseph, he later offers his own. We're talking about who now? Judah. Right? Offers his own life as pledge to his father that he will take care of Joseph's little brother, Benjamin. In Genesis 44:33, he has to put his money where his mouth is and offers to take Benjamin's place when Joseph demands that he stays in Egypt as a slave. Judah's self-sacrificial offer was a prelude to the Redeemer who would later take, I was just thinking that, he would later take our place of punishment on the cross. Could it be that due to this act, Judah was chosen? But even if we are impressed with Judah's character, growth, and see his actions as pointing to the Messiah, surely Joseph outstrips him on both counts. Right? Judah from the line of David from the line of Judah. Therefore, the Messiah must come from the tribe that David belonged to. Perhaps I'm mistaken, but that seems like backwards thinking to me. Why? There is the line of thinking that King David was to descend from the tribe of Judah. Therefore, the Messiah comes from the tribe of Therefore, the Messiah must come from the tribe that David belonged to. Perhaps I'm mistaken, but this seems to be a backwards thinking to me. Whichever way we see it, though, David did end up coming from the line of Judah, which was the royal tribe and the bloodline of the Messiah. At the end of the story of Joseph, that's cool, though, right? Because Jesus is born into a royal family, even though Joseph is a poor man, and Jesus was born in a stable, but it's royal blood. That's cool. At the end of the story, Joseph is where we first see this association between Judah and royalty. Specifically, it's when Jacob begins divvying out prophetic blessings on his sons that the link between kingship and Judah is established. The scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor the ruler's staff from between his feet, until Shiloh comes, and to him shall be the obedience of the peoples. A scepter is a symbol of majesty and royal authority, and Jacob's blessing is a messianic prophecy that Shiloh, or the Messiah, would come from the tribe of Judah. It's also interesting that the tabernacle was located in Shiloh. The tribe of Levi would later become the priestly tribe, and Judah was the royal tribe. In Psalm 67 and 108:8, God calls Judah his scepter, and another key prophetic passage referring to the Messiah as a scepter in Numbers 24:17. I see him, but not now. I behold him, but not near. A star shall come out of Jacob, and a scepter shall rise out of Israel. The royal scepter later appears in the book of Esther as a symbol of the acceptance when Esther dared to come before the king. Indeed, the king extending the scepter was the only way of approaching him without incurring penalty of death, a bit like the Messiah himself, the only way to God. Thus, a kingly role and a messianic expectation is prophesied over Judah as he received his dying father's blessing. And this article continues to go on. This is really interesting. It goes on for quite a bit. I'm going to drop this in the description for you guys to check out. This one is going to be really interesting to finish reading through. Let me back it up a little bit.
Joab and Asahel, 3. Abigail bore Amasa, and the father of Amasa
Where are we?
was Jether, the Ishmaelite. Caleb, the son of Hezron, had children by Azubah, his wife, and by Jeriath. Now these were her sons, Jesher, Shobab, and Arden. When Azubah died, Caleb took Ephrath as his wife, who bore him Hur. And Hur begot Uri, and Uri begot Bezalel. Now afterward, Hezron went in to the daughter of Machir, the father of Gilead, whom he married when he was 60 years old, and she bore him Segub. Segub begot Jair, who had 23 cities in the land of Gilead. Gesher and Syria took from them the towns of Jair, with Kenath and its towns, 60 towns. All these belonged to the sons of Machir, the father of Gilead. After Hezron died in Caleb-Ephrathah, Hezron's wife, Abijah, bore him Asher, the father of Tekoa. The sons of Jerahmeel, the firstborn of Hezron, were Ram, the firstborn, and Bunah, Oren, Ozem, and Ahijah. Jerahmeel had another wife, whose name was Atara. She was the mother of Onam. The sons of Ram, the firstborn of Jerahmeel, were Maaz, Jamin, and Eker. The sons of Onam were Shammai and Jada. The sons of Shammai were Nadab and Abishah, and the name of the wife of Abishah was Abihail, and she bore him Arban and Molid. The sons of Nadab were Seled and Appaim. Seled died without children. The son of Appaim was Ishai. The son of Ishai was Sheshan, and Sheshan's son was Alai. The sons of Jada, the brother of Shammai, were Jether and Jonathan. Jether died without children. The sons of Jonathan were Peleth and Zazah. These were the sons of Jerahmeel. Now Sheshan had no sons, only daughters. And Sheshan had an Egyptian servant, whose name was Jahar. Sheshan gave his daughter to Jahar, his servant, as wife, and she bore him Attai. Attai begot Nathan, and Nathan begot Zabad. Zabad begot Ephlal, and Ephlal begot Obed. Obed begot Jehu, and Jehu begot Azariah. Azariah begot Helez, and Helez begot Eleazar.
If I can find a full-on comprehensive family tree of all of this, I'll put it down in the description.
Sismai, and Sismai begot Shallum. Shallum begot Jechamiah, and Jechamiah begot Elishama. The descendants of Caleb, the brother of Jerahmeel, were Mesha, his firstborn, who was the father of Ziph, and the sons of Marisha, the father of Hebron. The sons of Hebron were Korah, Tapua, Rechem, and Shema. Shema begot Raham, the father of Jacoam, and Rechem begot Shammai. And the son of Shammai was Maon, and Maon was the father of Beth-zur. Ephah, Caleb's concubine, bore Haran, Moza, and Gazez. And Haran begot Gazez. And the sons of Jaddai were Regem, Jotham, Geshem, Pelet, Ephah, and Sheath. Maacah, Caleb's concubine, bore Sheba and Tehana. She also bore Sheath, the father of Madmannah, Shiva, the father of Macbena, and the father of Gibeah.
I'm
And
seeing
the
some
daughter
Indian
of
names and stuff in
Caleb
here also.
was Axa. These were the descendants of Caleb. The sons of Hur, the firstborn of Ephrathah, were Shobal, the father of Kirjath-jearim, Salma,
Indian
the
sounding
father
names.
of Bethlehem, and Hareph, the father of Beth-gader. And Shobal, the father of Kirjath-jearim, had descendants, Haroah, and half the families of Menuhath. The families of Kirjath-jearim were the Ithrites, the Puthites, the Shumathites, and the Mishraites. From these came the Zorathites and the Eshtaolites. The sons of Salma were Bethlehem, the Netophathites, Atrath Beth-joab, half of the Menahathites, and the Zorites. And the families of the scribes who dwelt at Jabez were the Tirathites, the Shimeathites, and the Sukathites. These were the Kenites who came from Hamath, the father of the house of Rechab.
All right. That's going to be it for tomorrow. That's going to be it for today. Tomorrow, we're going to cover the family of David. So yeah, I'm going to try and find a comprehensive family tree, because it's a lot. It's a lot of people to keep track of. So hopefully y'all can find that, and I'll drop that in the description for you guys, and we can continue to follow it tomorrow as we read. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed today's reading. That was interesting. I'm gonna put that one article with Judah to Jesus in the description. That's interesting. So you guys can check that out, and let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye bye.